Okay, great. Chris, would you like to add anything?
Sure. And as I sell both BC and F&O, I see some of those features already showing up in F&O, and even like payment proposals, right? The AP process, Steve, it automatically does that, says, all right, no people needed. But we'll see some of those, I think, head to BC. But I think it's a huge innovation for individuals to grab onto. And as these processes become more invasive, again, even as we see the ones that are already in the market here today. So I look for more to come on this. And again, the innovation is going to, and actually I did have one more. And you kind of touched on, you talked about fraud detection. I think that the spinoff was that is we think about analytics and analytics that run and actually update values. Credit scoring was another one of those examples where it's a background process. People don't do it, but if you had the system fire off and run, and again, these are analytics. Normally you run a report. How do you get all the data, aggregate it? When do I go put the value back in here? Those are all things that could be done back office, but that was another one. We've actually did one recently. We call it a CRM fix up, where it runs around behind the scenes, marrying up all the data that belongs married up together. Again, great process to automate, but I think people put their heads down and they'll come up with more of these ideas.
Chris, that fix is worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to companies.
Well, that's where the make my timesheet came from. I said, can we make my timesheet? Because it's crawling around Outlook and CRM activities and ERP activities, and it's reading all the touches, inbound, outbound, looking at Teams, phone calls, aggregate. But so we ought to talk about that, Rick, because it's a pretty cool little tool.
Because unless the data is correct, I cannot use AI technology against it, right? It can't read those blank fields the sales rep left off the account form, right?
So this is a big fix.
This is another thing we're getting to.